Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. M. Ampreen Lingdor addressed concerns regarding the PA Sangma International Medical College and Hospital today. The National Medical Commission has recently granted approval for the establishment of the medical college, paving the way for its operations. Speaking to the press, the health minister provided clarity on various aspects of the college, including admissions, seat allocations, and tuition fees. Out of the 64 seats allocated under the state quota, 25 will be fully sponsored by the government, while the remaining seats will come with reduced fees. The minister also reaffirmed the government's commitment to establishing the Shillong Medical College and Tura Medical College. She highlighted that the Shillong Medical College, classified as a brownfield project, is better equipped to meet the necessary requirements due to the availability of some essential infrastructure. The health minister emphasized that delays in establishing the medical colleges are not due to lack of effort, but because establishing a medical college requires extensive preparation, including the establishment of a 400-bed hospital, recruitment of faculty, and meeting various prerequisites.
Let me tell you one thing. You will not get an NMC nod or approval if you do not conform to the norms. We cannot interfere in the procedure of according recognition and giving of permission. We cannot. And no institute is allowed to just operate like that without certain obligations to complete these procedures. And that is exactly what we are saying. Everything has to be laid down as per norm. You cannot deviate from that, otherwise you'll be in trouble. You have to trust your government. We will make public the details of the ordinance, provided the administrative head of the state assents it. You have to give it that kind of a space. You cannot presume that because you've had problems in the past, that this is also going to be full of such anomalies. Please do not doubt your government. We are only meeting a deadline of admission procedures. Otherwise, if we don't do it like this, we will not be able to start. And who will stand to lose? Our own citizens will stand to lose.
So there comes a perennial question of what happened to our own medical colleges.
What do you mean perennial question? You cannot also say that. No, but yours. Look here. We have already committed that the Shillong Medical College and the Tura Medical College are in an advanced stage of operation. We have also told you that the Shillong Medical College, being a brownfield project, will have a better chance of qualifying as a medical institute because we already have the prerequisite norms. The norms are a huge drop-down list. You must have a 400-bedded hospital, you must have land, you must have faculty, etc., 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 etc. The list goes on and on. In the meanwhile, this institute has started. Do not doubt that we are also not progressing ahead. Now, when you say Shillong Medical College, there are many components to that proposal. It's not just about building the infrastructure. It's about preparing the entire health department to reach that target. You have faculty, which is the utmost important component of an NOC or a nod for starting of a Shillong Medical College or a Tura Medical College. Do we have the professors? Have we sent doctors willing to engage in academics, going for those qualifications? We have to have them in position because this is a government institution. What is the percentage of in-house doctors? What is the percentage of recruitment? What is the service rules for these recruitment procedures? The delays that are taking place. Do not think that it is an easy cup of tea, that tomorrow let us start a medical college and call it the Shillong Medical College or the Tura Medical College. It is not like that. We have to put a service rule in place. We have to take it up to the cabinet for approval. We have to, in advance, prepare our doctors. Do we have enough doctors who are eligible to even become professors? Which of these doctors will become professors? Which of these doctors are not willing to be professors? Which are the important departments in year 1, 2 and 3, which is the main concern of an approval of starting of a medical college? Certain subjects, do we have them? Do we have these specialists who can then proceed ahead? Another very important concern, you have to amend the service rules. Service rules have already been proposed. They are not only service rules to be approved by the Department of Health. You have to get consent of law. You have to get consent of personnel. So many important concerns. Unlike a private medical college, which on its own, without having a baggage, on a fresh slate, they simply muster all the requirements, apply for it, prepare for it, have the infrastructure that is required, and they get. But for us in the government, it's difficult. What are the promotions going to be like? How do we deal with the ages of doctors? What should be the age of retirement? So these are all very, very important concerns, and we cannot compare a private medical college to a government medical college.
Setting up of these two medical colleges of our own, how prepared we are and how many doctors, as you mentioned, because we have to have that position, number of doctors who will teach as faculty members. How many of them has been sent for further studies or whatever?
Therefore, for all of this, I require a 1 hour interview with you. I require all the documents before me. You cannot have a snippet module of information to be circulated in form of a news. We will give you the documentation. We will tell you what all we are doing. But let us not disclose till we are confident. But the fact that we are not disclosing to the public does not make us unscrupulous, not serious. How can you presume we're not serious? But work is on full swing. We hope to meet this target of 25-26. We hope to meet this target of 26-27. You saw, to start a medical college, you need the funds. Do you have the funds? Where will it come from? What about the recurring funds? Government of India will give you a one-time infrastructure fund. But will that one-time infrastructure fund suffice for the running of a medical college? Not possible. There are certain infrastructural essentials. You must have this, you must have that, you must have this, so many things are there. We are on the job. Give us time. We are getting there.
Ma'am, if you had to sum it up, how long will the state government take to just a time frame?
We've told you we are targeting this big dream before us. Let us start the Shillong Medical College at least by 25-26. I'm praying that everything will go the right direction. I'm praying and I'm confident that we are having everybody on board. We cannot think of a medical college if your doctors are not in line with you. I'm so grateful to the doctors. So many doctors now are preparing themselves. So many have been sent for us SRship. So many have been sent for specialization. Only because they are looking towards this, that this will be a dream come true. I am praying that everything will be on track, and I hope that we'll be able to do it. And at that time, I hope that there will be no doubts again in the mind of people like the media. Don't doubt us. Why do you doubt everything we do? No, nothing to hide. Medical college is very transparent. NMC will come within a year and check. There is a procedure of accreditation. There is a procedure. Everything in this country now is check and balance.
So Tura will be 26, 27.
Yes, because Tura unfortunately is further away. So again, how do we muster that kind of manpower that is needed to qualify? The norms are very stringent. And right now that USTM has done it, let's take advantage of it. If at any point we feel that we are not going to meet the target, we will inform the public accordingly. But at least let us put in an effort. Where's the harm when we put in it? Is it wrong to try? When we try and we see that it doesn't work, we'll also inform you accordingly. But officials are on the job. They are all trained officials. The bureaucracy has said that it is possible to get done. They are the ones who are conversant with the law. They are the ones that are conversant with the system. Now we go by that in good faith.
I wanted a clarification why a state-sponsored MBBS student should pay over 4 lakh for his or her seat, unlike the normal state-sponsored
No,
seat.
even in the normal sponsored seats given by the government of India, nominal fees are always in the procedure of things. It's not like I get a sponsored seat, so I go completely free. It is not correct. It is also correct that MBBS students are eligible for a scholarship to cover these nominal payments that they have to make at the time of appointment. So when a nominee goes to an educational institution, they take their nomination letter, but they still have to pay a nominal fee. Those nominal fees sometimes are covered by the scholarship, and sometimes extra additional amounts for hostel and other facilities are anyways borne by students. A nominated candidate has to pay far lesser than a normal candidate. If you go under payment of a personal capacity, you have seen the fees are very expensive. So to say that nominated candidates do not pay any fees at all is also incorrect. Some amount of payments are made to the institution that gives them this seat. Now in the case of the USTM, this is the amount of fees agreed upon in a joint meeting of all concerned with the USTM. So in a private medical college, these norms are permissible. It's allowed. So they do get into this, and the NMC monitors all of that and gives its approval. So to say that 4.5 lakhs per year is a little steep may not be completely true also. And like I have said, Honorable Chief Minister is aware of this situation. He is now going to be sitting once he is convenient with time, and he will take a look at this, and then we will decide whether or not any further assistance should be given by government for these students availing these seats. As of now, at this point of time, over 200 applicants have applied. If you go from your own expenses, a seat is far more expensive.
But you are also sending students to private, prior to USTM sponsored seats. You are sending to private.
No.
Is it all government?
Yeah, all government sponsored.
So what is the rate?
So it differs. Say in Assam, it is about under 2 lakhs. So then in few other, I'm forgetting the details. This review was done. Different rates at different states our students have to pay. But there is also a scholarship that covers. Sometimes it covers all of this payment. Sometimes they have to also pay. But the bigger chunk of fees is borne by a government sponsorship. Let the Honorable Chief Minister comment on this. He is aware of the situation and he will further attend, because this is a matter of finance. We have to get concurrence from finance, we have to get all of that together. Honorable CM will be the best person to comment further on this matter. They have to apply for scholarships. They get scholarships also, like every other stream of study. So this is what is being said right now. Right now, the USTM is offering this to the state of Meghalaya. And we are going ahead and processing all of the candidatures.
And
I
also
think
there-
if you please do a proper study yourselves also and see what is the fees that students are paying anyways.
but
You
usually
will not get a seat so cheap.
But there are no mention about scheduled tribes, scheduled castes, all these have to be there. They have not mentioned anything about it.
Oh, very much. The reservation policy is very much in play. As per the state reservation policy, that will be for the 25 seats where it is fully sponsored by government, and half, which is, I think, 15 or let the entire matter be brought to me, but 46 if I remember correctly.
So out of 64, what is the...
46.
No, they
Seats.
mentioned 64.
64 seats at the
Yeah.
government?
Yes.
Ah, so
The
that
notice-
means it's the other way around. Yeah.
So out of 64, how many you are looking at the...
No, so we said 25 will be fully sponsored. Rest they will have to pay a rate of half of the normal fee of the management.
So this has to be worked out.
Yeah, obviously all of this will now be decided. It is now being decided. Preliminary meetings have already happened. We have been told to shortlist these numbers of candidates. This many candidates will be sponsored, nominated by government totally. Some of that will be also at half pay. So all of that is happening right now.
But why they are mentioning about stray vacancy or mop-up? What is the term? What is why is it?
Who's mentioning
It is
stray?
in the notification.
So this stray and mop-up, this is an indicator that government of India is also at its last phase of selection of candidates for seats as per their eligibility. This is a whole, NEET is an all India thing. So first choice, first round, second choice, second round, and then there is this stray and mop-up round. So this is what is happening. Even in the rest of the country, medical institutions have been given this much time to begin their courses, and USTM is meeting the deadline of the NMC.
Ma'am, for more clarity, this agreement or what you said during a joint meeting it was agreed upon.
Yes.
Like for how long this agreement will go on? For,
There is a formula.
as far
for-
as sponsorship is concerned for students.
I think it is reviewed after 30 years, but like I said, everything is at a stage of processing. The entire picture will be clear to us shortly. They've just been given this permission. We are working on the details. But to my knowledge, if I remember correctly, subject to review after 30 years. The question of the state operationalizing the permission granted for the opening of the medical college to the USTM is of prime importance. Students are looking for seats. So all the procedures will be followed as per law. Nothing will go out of the ambit of law. What is permissible shall be done. But in order to meet the target of the starting of this medical college within this time frame that the NMC has given all medical institutions across India to function, we have to fast track all of that. There is absolutely no doubt that we are not in a hurry, but we want to meet the starting of this medical college. If you want to meet it, you have to follow a procedure. This procedure is being followed and we have a deadline, and the commencement of classes have to be on a certain date. All of that is indicated by the NMCs.
So as far as selection of these applicants, 200 applicants, is also based on need
Yes,
performance?
need and reservation policy. You will be given the list. We will inform you. Let the initial procedure begin. We are awaiting for the consent of the ordinance, and we have to complete this procedure before this time frame given by the NMC.
So this 200 is all the 3 categories. State quota.
I am not aware.
General?
I just wanted to know the total number of seats, total number of applicants for USTM, because it's an online portal. I am not privy to any information beyond that. And the selection procedure is done by a notified committee. Cannot be done by anyone. USTM functions within the state of Meghalaya. It is the practice that they have to also have members nominated by the state government in that committee. That committee is also notified by the government of Meghalaya.
Reservation.
Yes.
Is it only for Meghalaya or for everywhere?
No, so USTM also has to dedicate certain seats to the national quota, no?
Yeah.
It is standard. So the formula is standard for all institutions. It's not particular only for USTM. Government institutions have their own norms. Private institutions have their own norms. And fixation of fees is also recommended in those same norms. So allow us to at least process this immediately so that we stand to gain and our students are in a win-win situation, as you yourself
No,
said.
actually, adding to the question, the notification also mentions about management quota and NRI.
Yes.
So is the state government is looking at it, or why they have to give that?
See, when you say a private institution operates in your state, you are the state government, you are the custodian of that institution. They cannot do whatever they like. There is a formula for all of this. And we simply follow that formula as per norm, as per recommendation. Management is allowed this percentage, state government is allowed this percentage, NRIs there is this percentage, All India quota there is this percentage. Everything is laid down as per law. Nobody deviates from that. And we are following the procedure as per law.